only putting the tree guards on just to give the plants the best possible chance to survive as we can. Stop small animals from coming and chewing them down to nothing.
We're at Victoria Creek at Tilba Tilba, and we're currently undertaking a re-veg here along the creek line, the Victoria Creek leading into Tilba Lake. It's one of the most polluted lakes within the state, which is pretty sad considering it's an area that as a young child I remember going to prawning with my father and uncles and stuff like that, and they knew a lot of the landowners and stuff like that and had access to it back then, and that was one of the favoured prawning spots.
As part of the Marine Estate strategy, Tilba was identified as an estuary that needs a little help. What we're doing here is improving the riparian zone on Victoria Creek, which runs into Tilba Lake. So that means that we're planting a whole lot of trees, shrubs and grasses, and the purpose of doing this, well, there's two purposes really. The main one is to improve water quality. So in terms of water quality, riparian vegetation is great at holding the bank together, which reduces sedimentation. And it's also good at filtering off any off-farm runoff. So any animal excrement, say, that's full of nitrogen and phosphorus.
You know, from my point of view, it's well worth it. I've still got plenty of space. I haven't got a huge amount of stock and sheep, so it's not a big issue. I guess I'm lucky from that point of view. But to me the end result is well worth that.
So far they've put in, I guess, around 800 plants, and there's about 2,000 plants to go. So this project is part of the Marine Estate strategy. So these guys have just started this exact project only in the last 3 days. But we've got many projects just like this up and down the coast.
I'm hoping that these here projects actually turn into a lot more similar projects like it to fix a lot of other catchment areas around the area, and actually just to sort of fix the problem that cattle have been causing along all the creek lines and all the erosion over the years, because as soon as they've cleared right down to the rivers and lakes edges and that, it's basically changed the whole landform and the actual runoff of the rivers and the creeks around here. Like, a lot of water doesn't even make it to the lakes anymore.
I guess it's something that I can do to, you know, I kind of feel very much that I'm a bit of a caretaker of this land. I feel very blessed to be able to, you know, to be here, and I think anything that we can all do to improve the quality of such a really important resource, let's face it, we all need water. Yeah, it's kind of the responsible thing to do.
Being outdoors and everything else like that, and contributing to the health of the environment there, which is, you know, yeah, part of land management there, and something that, you know, from a cultural perspective, where it's part of us, where we weren't looking after land, and we weren't looking after ourselves, because it's all very much part of it, and we've seen ourselves as very part of being part of the ecosystem and stuff like that there too. So yeah, it's got a lot of relevance there, particularly as an Aboriginal person. Yeah.
What the projects do too, and the initiative and the actions under that initiative, it's given us a great opportunity for capacity building of community and community members, and it'll give us a nice broad range of, and a nice diverse sort of area of different types of training that they're going to do, that the community's going to be involved in, that they're going to get an opportunity to do, where they'll be certified after it, they'll be qualified, and they'll gain more opportunity for jobs in the community. This will, you know, economically too for the community, it will be a huge benefit. What the different actions do is it allows for us to do, you know, a lot of training in industry that's down this area and in this area of the coast too. But at the same time, it's given us Yuin people involved a closer connection to country.